Former Ukrainian prosecutor Viktor Shokin says President Biden got him fired while he was trying to investigate the family's alleged criminal activities, and that he was even poisoned by people trying to silence him. Watch.
I have no doubt that there were illegal activities engaged in by Burisma. Zlochevsky, who at the time held the post of minister and was the founder and CEO of Burisma, started bringing in people who could provide protection for him. Hunter Biden was among them, and the corruption network expanded as a result. There's no doubt in my mind that Burisma was engaged in illegal activities. I have long been concerned about my personal safety and security. I've already died technically twice, as I was poisoned with mercury.
This was big. Tudor Dixon is a former Michigan GOP gubernatorial candidate and host of the Tudor Dixon podcast, and she joins me now. Tudor, great to see you as always. Combine Shokin's statements that we heard throughout Brian Kilmeade's interview with him with the documents from the Obama administration themselves that state unequivocally they thought, Barack Obama and his team thought, Viktor Shokin was doing a great job rooting out corruption. And don't you have all the proof that you need that Joe Biden altered American foreign policy because he and his family were getting paid?
Yes, it's time to bring him in front of the Oversight Committee, have a real testimony from Shokin. This is when you see Fox News doing the job of the federal government. It's pretty sad that we can't get him in front of Congress to actually admit that all of these things were going on. But he even goes on to say President Poroshenko didn't want to have to do this. He didn't want to fire him, but he was being told he had to. I mean, we remember Joe Biden said it on camera. They don't get $1 billion unless they actually go through with this. And then, son of a gun, what do you know? The guy gets fired because he's holding them hostage to this. He said, hey, this is a pay for play. I'll pay you, but you got to get rid of this guy and protect my son and protect this business. Now, there is no reason for this business to hire a lobbyist from Washington, D.C. with a drug problem, except for the fact that he's got Biden for his last name. And it looks like the Obama administration didn't like this either, but Joe Biden is just potentially that corrupt.
How much longer, this is a rhetorical question, can Democrats continue to bury their head in the sand? I understand we live in political times and Democrats or Republicans disagree that today is Monday, but how much longer can they bury their head in the sand on this with the evidence laid out so specifically? From that scandal to a scandal manufactured, if you will, Biden staffers reportedly met with Special Counsel Jack Smith's aides before Donald Trump was indicted in the classified documents case. According to an exclusive report from the New York Post, quote, Jay Bratt, who joined the special counsel team in November 2022, shortly after it was formed, took a meeting in the White House on March 31, 2023, with Caroline Saba, Deputy Chief of Staff for the White House Counsel Office. White House visitor logs show this. 9 weeks later, Trump was indicted by Smith's office. Spokesman for the special counsel said Bratt was at the White House for a, quote, case-related interview, but declined to comment further. Tudor, in light of this revelation, do you have any doubt that the cases against Trump are politically motivated and it's all part of a coordinated effort by the Biden administration to take down their #1 political opponent?
Joe Biden, again, on camera several times saying that he's going to make sure that Donald Trump cannot run again. This gentleman not only met after he was appointed to the special counsel's team, he actually met with White House counsel twice before. So was he meeting with them and then appointed to the team because he knew what the White House wanted them to do? This is all very suspicious. And to your earlier point, Todd, when are Democrats going to say, okay, busted, we can no longer support this man? He is corrupt in every possible way.
You really do wonder what it's going to take to drive them over the line. But that's on the Democrats themselves. As for the Republicans, you said with the Viktor Shokin situation, oversight should look into it. What about this situation, this weaponizing of the DOJ, these meetings that are happening in the Biden administration, basically, to your point, to take out Trump? What should Republicans do in Congress and in state houses, quite frankly, in response to that? 20 seconds to you, Tudor.
Investigations have to be done. You've got this connection to the White House, to the Jack Smith, and then Jack Smith has a connection to Georgia right now with Fani Willis. This is all very suspicious. Investigations must be done. We can no longer use the federal government to prosecute political opponents. This is crazy.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.